everyone, welcome back. This is episode 13. We are on the Eyre Peninsula in South Australia. We are starting at Point Brown. It is a free camp. It is actually very nice, and you'll see behind me. We're going down to Port Lincoln National Park and also Coffin Bay National Park to see what all the fuss is about down there. Apparently it's pretty good. So we're gonna go down there. We're about 3 weeks on the Eyre Peninsula. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into it, eh? We're off now to the famous rock pool of Point Brown. Look what we've got to put up with. Gonna get there for a photo?
Yep.
Are you excited?
Not really, because it is cold today, but can't come all the way here and not get in.
Yeah, you ready?
Ready.
Let's go. That is the rock pool's done. We're off to Smoky Bay now. Have you ever seen Smoky Bay before?
No, I don't think I have.
I haven't heard much about it, but it's just a big sign there, and we said, nah, we want to go there. So we're gonna go, it's actually north of Point Brown. So we'll go back up there. It's only probably about extra 3.6 k's out of our way, but we'll go back there for a look and see what it looks like. Smoky Bay doesn't have too much. It's got a very long jetty, as you'll see behind me, and just a couple of shacks and a couple of caravan parks. Yeah, nothing too much, but I'll throw the drone up and I'll show you what it looks like from above. So we arrived at Perlubie Beach. And you can actually stay on the beach. It's $10 a night and it looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks so good. Look how busy it is.
So they are all vans right up to here.
Day here in Perlubie Beach. Let's go see what Ethan's up to. What are you up to?
100.
He doesn't do that very often.
And we made it to Streaky Bay. We've actually been here before in previous trips, and it is one of our favourite little South Australian towns. You'll see the jetty behind me. That's its second main street. There's its main street. There's the Streaky Bay Hotel, and it is a little cute town. We do really like it. We are staying in a caravan park just back here. It costs us 28 bucks per night. With the Good Days rewards, that's another thing you should get onto if you're going to do a little bit of traveling and staying in different types of caravan parks all around Australia. The Good Day rewards is very handy and very cheap. It actually pays off. It's a very cute town. I'll throw the drone up from our campsite and show you what it looks like. So we're just going to cross the road now to the Shell. Apparently there is a museum where someone caught a shark and there's a big sculpture there. And apparently the curries in here are absolutely beautiful apparently. So we'll go have a look. So we're inside now. There's the sculpture. So it's the biggest shark on record that has been caught. It's just over 1.5 tons, Took them 5 hours to wheel it in, and it was about 22 kilometres off of Streaky Bay's jetty was caught. It is massive. Bit random it's in a Shell service station, but yeah, pretty damn cool. So we left Streaky Bay, we went northwest, hugging the coastal line. Pretty well, it's on a little peninsula, and it has taken us to Cape Bauer. Look at that, that is so cool. Shitty day though, but still very nice. We're off to Murphy's Haystacks, which is a pretty famous one on the Eyre Peninsula.
Yeah, so they're located on private property, so you do have to make a $2 donation per person to come and have a look at the Haystacks. You can also stay here. It's $10 per night, which is pretty cool.
We're doing that one, aren't we?
We're doing that.
We'll do that then. And look at them, we made it. They're a funny looking thing, aren't they? It's a bit like a shelter, but yeah, it's very cool. Very, very cool. And it's on like a rise too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. After that first lot, there is some more. A bit more down the hill. Not as cool, but still cool. Yeah. We're at Venice Bay now. It's only another small fishing village with shacks everywhere. It's got like a little general store, and the water looks pretty good. Out there is a little island. Yeah, it's a nice little spot. Still in Venice Bay. I filmed the last clip around there, and look at that cliff line. That's about 3k over there. Yeah. We'll go over here for a look. Whoa. We didn't end up staying at Murphy's Haystacks camping ground. We ended up pushing on through to Venice Bay, and then we drove out 4 kilometres to stay in a truck stop, obviously free. Nothing too flash about that one. There's Jacinta, there's the setup. Yeah, nah, nothing too flash, but ready for tomorrow. Good morning. We're off to Talia Caves. It's about 10 k's away from our campsite last night, and it's a famous South Australian cave. Pretty cool. We've been here before, and I'll take you and show you what it looks like now. Yeah, the cave. Talia Caves, it is pretty cool. Probably goes another 20 to 30 metres in there. It is pretty cool. And now we're at the back of it, right here. There's the back. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? That'd be a good 30 metres, I reckon, and it's, yeah, it's pretty damn cool. Shit day out there if you actually can see it, but it's alright, still cool. We just left Talia Caves. Now we're going to go chase some rock pools. You'll see them behind us, the caves. Now we're going on the right. Apparently this way somewhere. Oh, look at these. Woo. Look at that one. That's so cool. So Talia Caves is probably about 400 metres that way. And that looks about like 5 metres deep, to be honest, but that's cool. I'll throw the drone up and show you what it looks like. That's the tub. Basically just a big hole in the ground. You will see a slight cave there. I'm guessing at high tide the ocean will come in here. Yeah, cool enough to look at, I guess. Yeah, cool, yeah. We're on our way to Elston. Just before Elston, there is a scenic drive. It's called the Cliff Drive. It is pretty cool. Look at this. Colour sculptures, and the view behind them is pretty good. I've got to Lockswell Beach. It is good, isn't it?
It is good.
Yeah, I'll show you now. There is a lot of stairs over there. There's a lot. We're going to climb them?
Probably not. There's about 282 I just read.
Yeah, no, I'm not climbing them either, but send the drone up and I'll show you what it looks like from above. We're at Sheringa sand dunes. They are huge. Sheringa Beach camping area is just behind me. There's a nice coastal drive you might be able to see up here somewhere. And these dunes are so good. You'll see the cliff range over the back out here, and it is a big, I'm assuming it'll be Salt Lake. There's a couple of black swans on there, and I'm probably on top of the second biggest one. Yeah, it's pretty big. There's probably the biggest one by eye. Yeah. What goes up must come down, so here we go. You're probably hoping I'm going to stack it, but I hope not. Here we go. About 15 kilometres south of Sheringa campgrounds comes through Cummings Lookout. I think it's worth a stop. We've pulled up at camp, a place called Colton. It is a free camp, so thanks to Wiki Camps. It's got seats, toilet just through here. What's the dinner, babe?
We've got ham, cheese, tomato toasties tonight.
Perfect, just mate.
So good.
See you in the morning. And this is Coffin Bay. You'd probably think we're going to do an oyster tour. No, we're not. We don't like oysters, but this is Oyster HQ. That's pretty popular that I've seen. But we're going straight to the National Park to see what all the fuss about in there. But I do know they are the oyster stacks. Yeah, I just don't like oysters. Oh well, here we go. So we're staying at Yangi Campground for 3 nights. You'll see there's camp, there's Jacinta. It's pretty weird. You get your whole driveway for yourself, which is weird, but it is still cool. $13 a night it is, which is pretty damn good if you ask me, especially in National Park. It's got a toilet, I'll show you now, and it's got a lake, so I'll take you there now and show you now. So they're the toilets. Just a classical drop toilet, stock standard. It's got a lake. Actually, there's a kayaker out there at the moment. There's a picnic area down here. Yeah, it's not too bad to be honest. We're on the 4-drive track only now. We're just dropping some tyre pressures. Where are we going down to, babe?
We're going down to 20 all round. See how the track is from there.
I've taught her well. That's pretty.
That's so nice.
It actually started to get quite boring, didn't it, babe?
It did. Very boring.
Very boring, but now we've hit the good stuff, I reckon.
Yeah.
Just got out of the car because I seen this. My guess, this is a whale's carcass. I reckon so. It is massive. Yeah. You got to watch your tide times as well, as you will see. I'm on the beach at the moment, and I reckon the tide would have been up here this morning, I reckon, or late last night. There is another track though I just spotted then, so I reckon you could get out if it was high tide. We're off to Point Sir Isaac, which is the most northern point of Coffin Bay National Park. You will see on the screen just here. We're going pretty well here. Point Sir Isaac, just there. It was quite a boring drive, but we're glad we made it. We just, you know, we draw it on the map where we've been, and I just hate not filling out everything, so quite happy to be, and it is better than I expected, to be honest. That bay is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good. It only took just over 2 hours from the Yangi campground, so not too bad.
Yeah, we can do that. A little bit boring, but some of it's been pretty good. So yeah, I'll do it again. It's worth it. I'll throw the drone up and show you what that looks like from above. This one's gonna be hard. I reckon low full drive here with the diff lock on. I reckon that will do it. Jesus Christ! Isn't this one a beauty? This is Sensational Beach. I've been told it's pretty good, and it lives up to its expectations, to be honest. Yeah, it's a nice little one. Good morning. We're off having a look at the beaches. We're off to Almonta Beach first. It was a clear day before we left the campground, but anyway, we're going to do it anyway. I'll show you what it looks like. It's pretty nice. I reckon if you're a surfer too, them waves look pretty good. Yeah. Just wish it was a better day. But yeah, very nice beach. Behind me is Golden Island. That's Golden Beach, I think. Almonta Beach was just there before. Is up there. It is a very nice beach too. And the waves are just coming from that way and going that way. Also, there's heaps of islands out the back out here. I wouldn't be able to name them all, but yeah, nice little spot. So we've left Coffin Bay now. We've just filled up in Port Lincoln quickly. Then we've headed to Whylla's Way. You'll see Jacinta. She's opened the gate. It's $40 for the permit and 1 night as well as wait. It is a privately owned land, which you got to go to the Port Lincoln Tourist Information Centre to pay for the permit, and you get 1 night's camping, which is not too bad. Apparently it's pretty good in here. So we'll let's go check it out now, eh?
Let's do it.
First stop off in Whyall's Way is Cape Wiles. Look at that. The cliff line even goes over here. I'll show you over here. Look at this. Oh. We are a little under half an hour into our Whyall's Way adventure, and honestly the coolest thing so far is watching waves crash into rocks. I'll pause it a bit and find a good wave and I'll show you what happens.
There you go. Whoa.
There you go. Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh? Well, that's what we think anyway. What do you reckon?
Yeah, coolest thing so far.
Apart from me nearly falling over. We have left Whyall's Way this morning and we drove 20 kilometres to get to Port Lincoln National Park. And the first stop off is Whyalla Lookout. That's an island there, and there's another little one just here. I'll get the drone up and show you what it looks like from above. This would have to be the prettiest beach in the national park. You'll see some sailing boats out here. There's Port Lincoln. That's nice. You come up over a rise over here and you actually see on top of it. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's it for Port Lincoln National Park. We're off to camp. We are out of the Port Lincoln National Park now and we are into Port Lincoln itself. You will see behind me, they export wheat, I'm quite sure. Here is a jetty. This is pretty well their main street with their foreshore. It's a very nice foreshore. There's a statue of Maccabi Diva. I was born and bred here apparently, I think. It's a pretty big town, the Eyre Peninsula. I kind of rate them how big towns are with if it's got a Bunnings or not, and it's got a Bunnings, so it's pretty big. But the street behind that one is another pretty well the main street as well. But yeah, I do like it. Nice marina here. Yeah, good spot. Up on top of the hill here you'll see is Winter Lookout. You go up there you can see the whole Port Lincoln. It's quite a nice look too. So that's worthy of a little adventure up there. But yeah, like it. Tumby Bay. It's a real little cute town. The foreshore's beautiful. There's a fish and chip shop behind me and a coffee shop. There's the main street, there's the hotel. It's got lots of street art everywhere. There's just one, for example, right there. It's probably got the smallest caravan park I've ever seen. It's $22 a night. I'll show you a photo now, but it's down there. And yeah, it's a cool little town. And there's the main street. Solo, it's always pretty cool to see them. I reckon they look cool. Very big painting. This one here, you actually can't get into it, or very close to it anyway. This is probably about 2 k's out of Tumby Bay. It's actually on the highway's just there. But it's always worth a pull in to have a look. And this is camp tonight. We are 5 kilometres south of the Port Neill on the eastern side of the Eyre Peninsula, about 85 kilometres north of Port Lincoln. This is a free camp, so thank you to Wiki Camps. And it's a nice little spot. You will see the ocean just behind me. There it is. Yeah, not too bad. See you in the morning. Good morning. We left our campsite and thought we would pack up and have our breakfast in Port Neill. This is Port Neill, it's foreshore. It's actually very nice. You got the hotel just over here. The caravan park's over the back over here. Yeah, it's a nice little town, very classy little town. There is toilets right here, you'll see. But yeah, no, very nice town. We're going for a little walk on the jetty. We're in Cowell now. The pub is very cool. Look at that, Franklin Hotel. It's pretty cool. This is the main street. There's a building over there written 1912. That's before World War One. Got the old town. There's a post office. That way is like where the boat ramp is, and apparently there's a bit of good fishing here anyway. And there's a splash park going in there too. So it's quite a cool town. And the main street's pretty long. I'll show you. Yeah, it's a nice little town. So we've left Cowell and we've gone into a little port, you could probably call it, called Lucky Bay. And obviously they're filling up wheat into that ship. Pretty cool, eh? We are at Whyalla now. We're on Hammock Hill Lookout, overlooking pretty well the whole of Whyalla. Behind me here is the Whyalla Steelworks, where they make steel. They get all the iron ore from Iron Knob, which is probably about 150 k's northwest of here. Still in South Australia. Notice all the houses are red. I think it's because their smelters pretty well used to make them all red, so they just went red anyway. I think that's the case. Behind me here, the ocean. The tide's obviously out. It looks pretty ugly in my opinion. Across over here you will also see their cool jetty. It's got like a roundabout in the middle, pretty well. I'll send my drone up and show what it looks like though, but yeah, nice little lookout. And yeah, pretty interesting little town. This is the roundabout jetty. We'll go to the end and see what it looks like from there. This is camp tonight. We are at a footy oval. Thanks to Wiki Camps. It is $5 per person per night. There's a gentleman across the road who'll come and collect your money. There is toilets here. The club rooms, the other side of this shed. Very nice spot, so yeah, it's a good one, this one. Our trip on the Eyre Peninsula has come to an end, sadly, but we're going to give you our top 3 attractions, top 3 towns, and top 3 campsites. And we're going to give you our best free camps as well.
Cool.
So, attractions.
Attractions, number 1.
Number 1 is the Talia caves and rock pools. And rock pools are cool as.
Yeah.
Definitely with a drone if you got one. Looks sick. I think Talia cave is worth having a look. It's pretty deep in there. Number 2.
Number 2 is Coffin Bay National Park.
We didn't explore as much as we wish because we had a bit of bad weather, but it was still worth it and I'd do it again. So yeah, it was good enough. Number 3.
Number 3 is Murphy's Haystacks.
I think they're worth a look, to be honest. They are just a big standing rock in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, they're just worth a look. Our top towns.
Top towns, number 1 would have to be Streaky Bay.
Yeah, it's a nice little town.
Yeah.
It's got a lot to give, that one.
It does. Yeah, every time we go there we just remember why we love it so much. So
yeah, it's a good one.
Great town.
Number 2, this is one of your favourites.
One of my favourites, Port Lincoln. It's incredible. I love it. Good food, friendly locals, good caravan parks, everything you want.
Yeah, there is shark diving there. We didn't do it, didn't fit the budget this time. I have done it previous trips before though. A bit unlucky then, but yeah, I think that's a must if you can fit that in your budget. Number 3, it was one of my little favourites. It was Cowell. It was an older town, very small, and the buildings remind me a lot of home, which I thought was pretty cool. There is a splash park there, so it's going to get even more fancier than that for sure, so that's worth a look, that one. Now, our
top free camps.
Top free camps, yeah.
Well,
so,
free camp, we should say.
Correct.
Point Brown.
Point Brown, that was one of our first nights. Yeah, it's an awesome free camp, good views.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. And our, what is it?
Top camp.
Top camp altogether.
Yeah, for just $10 a night, that would be Perlubie Beach, which is 20 kilometres north of Streaky Bay.
Yeah, I like that. We had good weather though.
Yes.
I'm guessing if the bad weather was there, you would have a shit time because all the sand and that, but
yeah,
Yeah, worth it. We were lucky.
Yeah.
And that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, can you please subscribe? Makes me feel good. It makes her know that I'm not too bad. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.